I am playing Metal Gear Solid from 1998. Now, the version I'm playing is part of the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection, Volume 1, on the Nintendo Switch 2. It came out for the Switch, but I'm playing it on my Switch 2. I don't have the original Switch. So, right now, I'm trying to get to an elevator that's at the back of this room. But you see, there are guards in the way, and you can see on that little map their cone of visibility and where they're located and where I'm located. So I have to somehow get to the elevator in the back undetected, and if I alert them to my presence, bad things might happen. Now, obviously, if you don't know about Metal Gear Solid, this is a game by the great Kojima. And even though it was released 28 years ago, people regard it as one of the greatest games ever made.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the
Okay,
ground.
this is the
You
codec.
just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
Okay, so we're supposed to wait for an elevator to come down. See, I made it to the back of the room, but we gotta wait for the elevator to come down to get inside of it. I guess I went to the back too quickly. See, now I got a ration. And now I have to find a way to hide and still remain undetected. And let's see if I can pull it off. But yeah, this was made by Kojima. Some of you might know him from other games such as Death Stranding, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, and many of the Metal Gear Solid games. Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty, Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater, and so on and so forth. Peace Walker, Metal Gear Solid 5, there you go. Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots. But this is the first one in the Metal Gear Solid series. There were actually games before this called Metal Gear, but this is the first Metal Gear Solid game. And you are playing as Solid Snake here. So the elevator came down. I'm trying to make it to the back, but you see, there are guards in the way. And you see, this is going to be a little bit of a difficult situation. If you look at the map in the upper right corner, I'm trying to like play this like I'm playing Pac-Man, except this is far more dangerous. It looks like there's 3 guards, and I don't know how I'm going to stay away from all of them. What I learned is that I better crawl on the floor, because if I walk at all, they can hear the footsteps, and that will alert them. Also, this is the very beginning of the game, so I'm still getting used to the controls. And this is like a top-down type of situation. Although, see, you can switch cameras if you, like, stand against a wall and stuff. See, I'm still getting used to all that, because this is literally the first thing you do in the game. There's a huge cutscene at the beginning. And by the way, I will say, from the cutscenes I've seen so far in this game, it's like a movie, and then I got caught. And this guy is going to light me up like a Christmas tree. And I am dead. Or Snake is dead. Even the game over screen is cool.
Snake! Snake!
What a shame. Now I gotta try again. So they bring you right back to where you started at the beginning. Again, I have to try to get to the elevator. But I gotta say, the opening cutscene that started this game off, again, it's like watching a movie. Games that come out these days, I don't see them doing it that good. You know, it's like I'm watching like a James Bond movie. It's incredible, and this came out so long ago. And the big question I have is, why in the world, if this game came out 28 years ago, why can't we get stuff like that now? Like, I don't think I've seen anything close to what I've already seen in this game so far. Like, in any type of stealth game. I like stealth games like Splinter Cell and stuff, but I ain't never seen stuff like this. I play James Bond games, but this is a whole different level, and it shows you why people will go back and play this game over and over again, because there's simply no replacement for the Metal Gear Solid games, and I guess there's no replacement for Kojima. Okay, let's try this again. Let me try to get into this elevator without being spotted. Now, a lot of people are hoping they do a remake of this game, because they already did a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. That is Metal Gear Solid Delta. And I have that game actually, but I don't want to play it until I get through the MGS1 and MGS2. But it would be interesting if they remade this game today, because I don't think they would do a top-down thing. They would probably try to transform the game into kind of like what MGS Delta is. Okay. Luckily, I made it to the elevator. Objective completed. Finally, the first objective of the game. I made it through. So now, we're going to see another cutscene here. And you notice, like, through this whole thing, you see the credits rolling. And I like that. Again, very cinematic, very cool. Recently, I started playing Batman Arkham Asylum. They did the same thing. Although their introduction sequence is much easier than whatever this was. This one, I was like nervous already. You know, I don't get nervous in real life, but this game and doing like secret agent, spy type of stuff, stealth games, I start getting a little nervous. It's very immersive, I will say, already. And there you see the big title screen, tactical, espionage, action, Metal Gear Solid. Now, here's some more incredible, I guess the word for it is cinematography. Let's just take a look here. So the elevator's going up. You see he's outside now. It's snowing, which, by the way, I love playing games during the winter when it's snowing and stuff. I like GoldenEye like that. But, you know, there's also Batman Arkham Origins. I've never played that game, but I want to just because it takes place during the holiday season, in the winter, in the snow. And I like that, even though this is 1998 graphics with the snow, hey, I love it.
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
Imagine your other game developers trying to compete with this. No wonder nothing good like this ever comes out. Okay, so obviously what I'm going to have to try to do here is infiltrate this facility over here.
Is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Yeah, you know, they should have told me that at the beginning when I was trying to get to the elevator. It's very nice they're telling me now. I had to use my own intelligence to figure that out at the beginning. Thank you, Kojima.
And look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you. He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Okay, so we have to somehow get in, and now Snake is
If you wanna
scoping out
get in,
this
there's
place.
the front door.
Can't go through the
It's
front
the
door.
fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
By the way, I cut a lot of the codec talk out of this video because there's so much of it, and it's enjoyable while you're playing, but it's like enormous amounts of time are spent on exposition in this game, which is fine. It's just fun, interesting to watch.
What about the air duct near the door?
Okay, so apparently there's an air duct that will allow me
There should
to
also
get
be a
into this
duct on the
facility.
second floor.
And so I guess that's what I'm going to have to do. Go through there.
I can't see it from here. I'll let you decide the best.
I just want to
way.
remind you, again, I've already mentioned it, but 28 years ago this thing came out. Amazing.